You can send them to IG, you can send them to YouTube, or you can send them to play what? Like the way I talk to you. How like boy pay attention, you gotta keep it starting getting nigga transmission. The vacation size the people say they don't want palm trees, it's a Bombay. I see the enemy, gotta show him the good side. Gotta see if he can handle me on both sides. The thick pretty house is any little bitch. I look like one of those long chicks and all flavors and different layers of shit. Behind the doors, a bunch of niggas talking the world. Shout out to girls all across the world. Nothing better than me, like girl. Shout out to girls all across the world. Nothing better than me, like girl. You wanna down that bitch from the east side. East side. A little face for the own side. Look smart, street smart, and on the bit side. Be the band on the street, no down ride. Self-control with the something I like. Cause this old ass version of this last time was driving me nuts. I ready to act inside. But I'm over here like this, look. Because you know once you watch this and I done move too much, you're like, that's that old shit. It's all good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Give it up for Eastside Girl. That was your girl, official_butter. You already know it is nighttime, baby. It is a Tuesday night at 10 o'clock. Welcome to From the Heart of the Poet Morning Show, who shifted to Tuesday night. We are now Tuesday night hot topics. Listen, we got a very hot topic tonight, y'all. We got a hot-ass motherfucking topic. Listen, I know some of y'all like me, and y'all always wanted to like kind of discuss this shit out in the open without being judged. So welcome. You understand what I'm talking about? We're going to talk about some monogamy, some polyamy, and some polygyny. Because not for nothing, I think some of y'all got it fucked up what polyamy and polygyny is. Yeah. A lot of y'all out here talking about y'all polyamorous, but when I looked up the definitions, y'all really polygynous. But we gonna break that motherfucker down later. Yeah, homework did her homework, so we gonna break that shit down later. But shout out to everybody that respect monogamy. Fuck y'all. Right. You know what I'm talking about? So in the building, you already know, it's me, your girl, CASHEMA Am3sH, the creative producer and host here, and From the Heart of the Poet Morning Show, every other Tuesday night at 10 p.m. right here in Brooklyn at NEWTOWN Radio Station. My guest co-host, Johnny Fastlane. Talk to me.
Peace, y'all. That's your boy, Johnny Fastlane. He put the microphone away, but you already know you can find me at Johnny Fastlane on Instagram, at Johnny Fastlane on Facebook, at Johnny Fastlane on YouTube. Subscribe up, make sure you tune in. You already know hip hop news.
I'm sorry, but come here, hold on. Because see, the way you keep saying this, Johnny Fastlane, are you really that quick? No, I was almost convinced you was fast, my nigga. Listen, I was almost convinced my nigga was fast something this motherfucker. I mean, dude, you said that fast lane part with a lot of I felt that fast part of the lane, so I just wanted to know. Yes, they want to ask and shit.
I'm in my own lane, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going too fast for them, so that's why it's Johnny Fastlane, you feel me?
That's
so
a nice
they
twist.
can't
I
really
like
jump in
that.
my lane like that, you know, so.
Alright, shut the fuck up then.
Yo, what's up? Happy to be here. It's the artist Anubis. This is gonna be so fun. I'm glad to be here. So, everyone, you can follow me at the artist Anubis website, the artist Anubis, poet, cultural curator, community cultivator, and monogamous over here about getting this conversation. How you know what I mean?
Fuck. I'm Mr. BBS. Let him know you're in the building.
Yeah, Mr. BBS, Jermaine Boss. I'm at Jermaine Boss with a G. On all platforms, I'm a businessman, entrepreneur, as she would say, a polygamist.
Oh, wow.
I don't even give labels, so I can't even give myself a label. I'm just me. I base it on the time period and who I'm heard.
So, as far as some people, we know that motherfuckers should be kind of monogamous or something. But we know this. Listen, he said he based it on the people he knows.
Yeah, it depends on if that's what it entitles. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into it though.
Fuck what he's talking about. Y'all heard what the fuck I said. I meant that motherfucking shit. You understand what I'm talking about? Alright. I said what the fuck I said. Hey yo, shout out to the real. I said what I said. Comedy in Harlem event is going on tomorrow. You're gonna have some comedy, you're gonna have some dope ass poetry, you're gonna hear some dope ass music. Shout out to all of y'all on all of these lives that's going on right now. Shout out to y'all, out to everybody on IG. Listen, we're gonna spin this record real quick. All right. Give it up for B.Elise. You can go follow independent artists on Instagram at B.Elise. The last artist, you can go follow her on Instagram at official_butter. Their names are the same thing on YouTube. Go subscribe to their YouTube channel and show them some love. This is Potential, y'all. Bitches so potential. In and out of time, I keep it pushing. Right around the city, so they in the window. Talking about that money, always in the middle. Right now, I'm my attention. I know that I was missing. Bitches, how you tonight? In and out of time, I keep it pushing. Bitches all the music, how the hell am I go out this far? Turn my back to people, never thought that I'd be a star. Then my dimes people pray that all this being people. Bitches dancing to my tempo, got a bitch, she got a bitch, you in a bad. I used to get money, making shit so bitch, please, give it to you. I mean, on my shit, when they run over focus, like the focus on the same shit. Bitch, why am I drama is bitch, focus, turn it up, I'm so easy, demons told me, go, you back away, after they sent you inspiration, I'm removing it, and looking like I'm moving it, give them all the foolish shit, it looks like I'm screwing it. Bitches so attention, in and out of time, I keep it pushing. Riding around the city, started in the window. Talking about that money, always in the middle. Always on the go to work, I'm my potential. Never to the part, I know that I was missing. Bitches so potential, in and out of time, I keep attention. My disposition, fuck it, I don't feel shit. Niggas always talking up a kill quick, tell them real when they talking shit, you walk a real bitch. I don't like to sell, don't trust, I'm real stiff, product, or the cheese, or you make it deep. I play the game, even though it's sweet. I roll the dice, free. You know the speed, that is all I need. Peaches and cream, what's all that to see? Booty twerking, she knows she mean. Bounce so hard, bola. Bitches so potential. In and out of time, I keep it pushing. Right around the city, started in the window. Talking about that money, always in the middle. Always on the go to work, I'm my potential. Never to the part, I know that I was missing. Bitches so potential. In and out of time, I keep it pushing. Oh. Yeah. So potential. Bitch, I'm so potential. That's what the fuck I'm saying to y'all polyamorous and polygynous motherfuckers. You understand what the fuck we talking about?
Yeah,
so fucking potential. You know what? And you got the potential to be monogamous.
Everybody has different things. It's about where you at and what you choose.
He's so good with words, y'all. Y'all hear the shit?
Look, man, you gotta be good with words if you got multiple people you gotta talk to.
Say that again?
I'm saying you gotta be good with words if you got multiple people you gotta talk to. You gotta flip it up for everybody.
I mean, he is the Black History Month honoree for the night. He is the Black History Month honoree for the night. So apparently he must got a business where he got to talk to a lot of people, right? Mm-hmm. So give it up for him tonight. But it's all good. We're going to move right along. We're going to keep playing this music. Give it up for Ebony J, all right? We're going to play Hood and Classy. Remember that last song was Potential by independent artist named B.Elise. Go follow her. We're going to play Hood and Classy. Go follow Ebony J at Ebony J. Hey.
He's saying like really classy. I'm gonna give it to him.
I'm classy, he like me cause I'm nasty. Saw him, I get ratchet, I fucked him in a taxi. I had a week in his room. Then we talk to the money, when I'm done taking money. He like me on top, I like my bitch when that's on rock. Tell him that's a pussy hot, yeah you know I pop like it. Can't hang with those spots, not a vibe that I be pushing about. Can't hang with those spots, not a vibe that I be pushing about. He said I'm his queen, I really like it every day. He ate me out of the skin, don't stop because it's sunflower in heaven's rain, watermelon in summer days. He's supposed to fact that I say, I say it every day. Yeah, he like it from the back, I got the money, yeah, I got the stuff. And I'm calling him back. I don't know Sandy like so good. I told you when I was before I had on the 22nd.
That's why they go, but that's why they doing it. They don't want to be. They're like, how would they get to convince me? That's how they get to convince me. That's why they don't get on. Let's get them to you soon.
But you gotta go home tonight.
Listen.
I'll see you later, bitch. Yeah, you was really good pussy, but I'll see you later. He said,
That's your homie.
You know what your goals are.
That's your homie, but he doing
and this nigga over here singing, don't leave me, girl. I'm like, bitch, you got to go. Y'all seen that motherfucking video? Chill. Y'all ever seen that video with Ludacris and whatchamacallit? This would sound like your body drip, drip.
That's my joint.
Remember after the video where he looked at the bitches and then he just left? You don't remember when they woke up in the fucking morning? Yo, how we remember he just left? That's what that bitch supposed to do. But the difference is, right after your neck, my nigga, you're out. You need some more bitch?
Why can't we all just chill?
At the coming doing,
Maybe we gonna go around.
Look, you need an Uber, bitch? You need an Uber, bitch?
Who was outside?
Nobody told you was saying, bitch, I'll call you.
So see for you.
Look, I'll call you.
For you,
What the
it's
fuck else do I need somebody? All right, we're gonna get into this shit. Y'all gonna let me have my independent artist protection. Shout out the hood class. Listen, y'all. You know what? This is about to get spicy. Listen, since we talking, I just want to share with y'all that it is my pleasure to leave juices all over a body who never experienced me. It's like when I get on one knee and sing to the juices flowing all over the tip of that penis all night. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to share a little something. You know what I'm talking about? Because he said I'm hood, I'm classy, and he like me because I'm next. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Ebony J at Ebony J. Hey! All right, give it up for BDs again. We're going to listen to that song, Booming. You already know you can go follow her at b.elise on Instagram. Shout out to the rest of the guests who just came in the building. Boom. Again, that was and they say booming. Hey yo, they won't leave this topic alone, y'all. You feel me? Even though this is a whole radio station, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we got 2 whole hours though. Like, shout out to the independent artists I already played. You know what I'm saying? We gonna spin one more record, and it's that song LOBE by LB Leo Bars. You can go follow him on Instagram at LB Leo Bars. This song is also featuring Major. All right, and this is titled LBE. In the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna need you guys to tap in. You know why? Because from the Heart of a Poet and from the Heart of a Poet Morning Show, every third Thursday of the month, we have a dope-ass erotic poetry and art event. Like, y'all want it. Y'all need to tap in. It is, come on. It is that. You know what? Please. Hey yo, I think they want me to start swinging in this bitch. You see these polygynous motherfuckers? They start shit. They don't just fuck two at a time. They talk twice at a time. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, we listen. I'm 2 girls in this motherfucker. I got this. Oh yeah, I'm 2 girls. I got this shit. You know what I'm talking about? So again, every third Thursday of the month at Drip BK Beverage Lounge, we have a erotic poetry and art event. It is amazing. Shout out to Miss Cynthia and City Block Artists, the visual artists who work with us for every show. It is an event series. You can also find the full entire show on our YouTube channel from the Heart of a Poet. Shout out to Big Veg. Shout out to Mr. BBS for their editing. All right, so I'm gonna need you guys to tap in or just tap the fuck out and go home.
Nice.
Yeah. Slow thing is a fun thing. You either love it or hate it. You feel it. It's all your perception. I might take it too long. Trying to tell you that the love's money. Different levels make it special. Others less funny. Sometimes so be careful. Don't be extra. Keep your growth hungry. jumping out the window without no bungee. Free fall, free ball. No underground, so warm in the streets calling. I check the next one, and I was like, yo, it was hot. And you check the weapon. It's so still
Every one of them, I told them, I only play innocent When y'all talk, make sure you go into the mic. We'll be swinging it because we came into this. Hey, yo, give it up for LB Leo Bars. Love. That's that good old song, Love, featuring Major. Listen, we're going to get right into it, but check this out. It's still Black History Month in this motherfucker, right? So I just need to take a moment to acknowledge, right? I am an educator. So I just want to acknowledge Ruby Bridges in this bitch. That's all I'm saying. I just want to acknowledge Ruby Bridges in this motherfucker. Because of Ruby Bridges, myself and my students have an option to be in an integrated school, right? Or an all-black school. So shout out to motherfucking Ruby Bridges. You feel me? I just wanted to take that time real quick and shout out Ruby Bridges who's still alive, baby.
Yeah, yo.
Oh, she's a living
Hashtag still alive, baby. Stop playing.
Years ago, man.
Listen. That she was
She was like 6
come on, take that, come on. You tell the rest of it. Come
First
on.
little black
I was being
girl,
nice.
that
Tell the
was
rest
cool,
of it.
you know what I'm saying? So she took the run of that. She took all the people throwing stuff at her and calling her a nigger and all that.
So she was the first one to go into integrated school?
Yeah.
Yes.
High school, really?
The first one.
Integrated.
And now I walk into any school that
Make sure y'all be on my, yeah. So shout out to Ruby Bridges. You know what I'm saying? And I do have, look, y'all know I'm a spoken word poet. I have a poem titled My Black Have Meaning, right? The history of black run deep, like a bleeding heart and a newly ripe tree. The history of black runs deep, like the blazing sun and shoes with holes in your feet. The history of black runs so deep that even mankind couldn't contain it. So they wrapped us up in hopelessness and made it difficult for us to move forward in progress. The history of black. The history is black and black is history. So let's go take our power back. Because like the eagle wings we saw, protesting, progressing. This time we will not be silent. So please forgive those of us who have resulted into violence. Patience already thing. We don't mean any harm either. NYPD, we just want to win. Hearts beating fast. Down to the ground, my brothers and sisters' faces, you thrust and you thrash. They said have a dream, but how? When daily is peeled away, when we watch the news and see our brothers and sisters constantly getting shot and killed by NYPD today. Oh, what a motherfucking disgrace. How come they are so offended by the color of this skin on our face? My black hat being. Shout out to that piece. Shout out to that piece. Yeah, right. That kind of. Okay. All right. Moving right along. We in Black History mode, so we're gonna honor the honoree for the day. Listen, yes, I only told y'all right, Jermaine Boss, aka Mr. BBS, but he is an established Black-owned business. He also takes part in educating some of our youth who are incarcerated. I'll let him reintroduce himself, talk a little bit about his business and why he's being honored today. As I present his honorary gift, yes, he has a certificate of appreciation from the heart of a poet, right, created by us. He also has a dope fire fucking piece of art, right, donated to the gift giving of From the Heart of a Poet for our Black History Month celebration and celebrating and honoring Black excellence, city Black artists. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Tell the people who you are.
Yeah, my name is Jermaine Boss, aka Mr. BBS, because I'm the brand building specialist.
Okay.
You know, we do branding. My store is called DigiPrint. We do a lot of different branding services, whether it's that shit is fire. I'm sorry. It's crazy. But yeah, you know, we do all types of branding services, whether it's, you know, custom clothing, website design, graphic design, printing, anything that you need your name on it that you want to do to promote your brand or yourself is what we do. We also teach classes on how to teach branding, how to make your own clothing, how to, that's nice as well. I'm feeling real special today, people. I ain't never really got these type of gifts. Yeah, you know, my goal is always to not only help people with their branded services, but to teach the community how to embed themselves through entrepreneurship. You know, a lot of people don't believe that they can think that they can actually do it. They just put their mind to it and believe. It's one of the reasons why I brought my man Demigod with me. He's a well-established artist. He used to be signed to Prince back in the day. He's been doing music, and he's a MOOR. He's been doing a lot of things for a very long time. And he's one of the good brothers that I'm always around, trying to also uplift the community as well. And you can also find me on all platforms, Jermaine Boss with a G, and my dudes.
What's up, Brooklyn? I'm originally from Brooklyn. You got that far.
Brooklyn!
Facts. Originally from Crown Heights. Okay. Montgomery. Bounced around a lot, St. Martin, Notion.
Hey, yo, check this out. I really know how to fight. Because the way you saying that shit, I don't know. I know how to fight. That's what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, originally from Montgomery. We don't want no smoke.
That's a fact. So, you know, it's a pleasure to be back in the town. You know what I mean? We here building my partner. We've been grinding for a minute. You know what I mean? We repping that MOOR science, no Drew Ali, Marcus Garvey type of vibes. But we with the shits though. So it's a little different, you feel me? So the little things that we bringing is not just polygamy. We bringing unity within the community and getting ready for whatever we feel might happen or might not happen. You feel what I'm saying? But we got to bring the little homies together, you feel me? And bring them into the consciousness and let them know, like, yo, we not saying y'all got to be babysit, you know what I mean? But at some time, they got to have consciousness and understand that on the stage that we on playing chess, these Europeans ain't playing with us, you feel me? Yeah. So they not taking out just one, they taking out two at a time, you know what I'm saying? Because the hitter is getting 30, 40 to life. You feel what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I'm saying? So the music is being pumped, and that's another thing. It's basically about community because people don't understand. Two words in community is commune and unity. So you gotta understand commune means to do something under a higher power with a greater reason or purpose other than yourself. A lot of us are selfish. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us deal with ego. A lot of us are narcissists. A lot of us are sociopaths. And we don't know that. A lot of us are unhealed. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our confusion and a lot of our misdirection comes from this. So let's bring it back to polygamy. Polygamy for me, I'm speaking for me, demigod. Feel me? Polygamy for me is bigger than just two women in the bedroom. I don't even want my two wives in the bedroom.
But look, you have a powerful voice. That motherfucker got me at my own show raising my motherfucker. Excuse me, the host wanna just be out there. No, I'm talking about, I'm making this bitch. Like, nigga, I ain't one of them bitches. I'm the host of the show, nigga, what? What is wrong, nigga? No! The answer's no. But, your word got me shutting the fuck up by mistake. So, but no, cause see, he got me good, right? Can you help me? Cause my hand's shaking and shit. They got me fucked up in here. I don't know what to do with life. This is some shit, you know? Because I just want to understand. Cause that motherfucker said, now you heard the fuck I heard when he said community. That's the smoothest shit I have ever heard about polygyny. He gonna have me out here grabbing bitches so like, I'm gonna join the community. For real. This motherfucker, he gonna have me out there like them Israelites in the train station with the mic and the stand out that motherfucker. From 12 a.m. till about 5. Join the fucking bitch, this ain't it. Join the community. I mean, we might have to take you to the clinic and clean you up and join the community. You know what I'm talking about? You know? Cause no, fuck that. Cause he gonna sit up there and say fucking community. Like, he just really made me believe that shit for about 5 minutes. Listen, you explained that shit so right. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker could sell a snake's teeth to his own self, okay? Talk about something. I had to stop you before you got good in that shit. I had to remind myself.
I was about to go in though.
Because he said, but you know, no, because he sounded all like this. He up here sounding like Malcolm X and shit. Now, you about to go there. But he up here sounding like Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey and Martin Luther King at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? That motherfucker said, I rose the parks, bitch. I'm religious. I'm not getting up. The fuck is wrong? You know what I'm talking about? No, for real. You don't sit up here like, you know, I'm fake disagreeing on the low. But some of that shit, no, for real. Because you gotta keep it real when you can just like really comprehend and understand something. It's one thing to understand something, but it's another thing to say that shit is for you. But you first gotta understand it before you can even. I am not for sale. I'm not available.
You gotta try to understand it's not all about sex. It's not about sex. It's not about a bunch of niggas wanting threesomes and foursomes and shit like that.
Yeah, he about to tell me.
You know what I'm saying?
No, he about to tell us.
That's not
You about to tell us, but I just had to like really park you for a minute.
I know that's
This is my motherfucking show. Fuck that.
And you know, I go in sometimes. I lose
No,
it.
I'm fucking with you. It's just that you got for that community part. I had to acknowledge that shit really do sound slow, so that shit sound good. Word, we gonna get you a t-shirt with polygyny and community on the back of that shit.
The truth is stranger than fiction. Facts. When you hear the truth, it's stranger than fiction. So we don't never get the truth. We've been living in illusions for a long time.
So are you saying monogamy is an illusion?
Monogamy is definitely.
Bullshit!
I'm with y'all on the existence and the things working in terms of.
I'm not saying I'm against monogamy. I'm saying, in my personal opinion, the concept of monogamy is an illusion.
So tell us about it.
What you do, first of all, let's do the history.
Make sure you're close to that mic.
Let's do the history. Let's do the history of monogamy and polygamy. Okay. There's a book written by a black Moorish Moabitist woman who wrote a book, and her book is we want for our sisters what we want for ourselves. She basically broke down. She's a college professor in Atlanta. She broke down the reason why polygamy and monogamy came into play and when they got labels. Because we ain't always lived by these labels. We haven't always lived by white and black. You know what I'm saying? We haven't always lived by polygamy and monogamy. Because back in ancient times, it didn't matter. Right? It's all community. You know what I'm saying? But majority, per her book, I haven't done her research, but she's a professional, she's a professor, and she's a black woman, Moorish woman. You know what I'm saying? Under her surmise, monogamy didn't really come prevalent into the world. The world always practiced some sort of polygamy. Women had more than one husband. Sometimes tribes, men exchange wives, shared wives. So, but monogamy came with the rise of European dominance.
Yes.
That's
Western culture.
Indigenous culture, you can do the math. I'm not saying that it wasn't no monogamy people,
Okay.
but let's talk, when we talking mathematics and we talking about the general population, 85% of the world is polygamy. They practice some type of polygamy. No.
Massive.
Wait, let each other.
I'm not saying that I disagree with monogamy, but I'm saying mathematically, monogamy is an illusion. Because I produce 1 million sperms, right? Right?
Okay.
My wife only has 2 eggs, right? At some point, she stops producing eggs, right?
Right.
I can continue on making babies. Why should she deny me what God has given me, the right to bring life that's needed, because my life is being taken all around me. So the whole purpose of this practice is really a spiritual practice. It's really good against evil. You understand? Because good people raise good children. It's all about children. That's what it's all about. So if a man practices monogamy and he has 2 baby mothers, they still doing some type of that's polygamy. Even if he bees with one at one time and cuts her off and goes to the next one, he still has a child in that household. And even though he might not be having sex with her, sex is not everything.
Right.
People base relationships on sex, but sex is not everything.
I agree, but okay, you said something like
Reproduction is everything.
Okay.
But sex is not everything.
Hold on, but you said if maybe if, I get so used to watching TV with DVR, so I watch the lines that you said, so I can make sure I heard what you said.
Yeah.
So you said that if a dude has baby mama over here, stops being with her, but still raising the kid, and he's with somebody else, then he's still practicing polygamy.
That's still polygamy. Without the sex.
Without being in, but are you considering?
But
how you find a relationship? You're not in a relationship with them.
No, you are. It's a business.
But
that child, everything he puts in that household is an investment in that child. The same thing when he puts an investment in his household.
My ex-wife is not gonna like this conversation.
Of course, none of them do. None of them do. But it's a fact that polygamy, if you got a baby mother here and a baby mother here, you practicing polygamy, but you're doing it ignorantly. Right. Because you're not making no bread. You don't got the women sticking together. They're going to get their nails done by Asians. They don't put their tax money together and get a nail salon.
You spreading yourself
They
back
don't.
in.
They don't. Exactly. They don't. They're not setting up businesses.
Where does the romantic definition of relationship play?
See, that's another thing. That's a whole different story.
Okay.
Because we gotta as Moors and as intellectuals, let's deal with the word romance.
Okay.
Romance comes from Rome. So I'm not from Rome. So I don't know what romance is. But if you look up romance is homosexuality at its finest. Exactly, right?
Wait.
Just like the diamond that they push on us and have been pushing on our people for about maybe 100 years. After 100, if you go before 100 years, diamonds wasn't nothing. These are all what you call programming, brother. They concepts that push an agenda. You understand? And the agenda is to stop you from building wealth, which is your seed. If you read the Bible, God said, exactly, in the promises in the blood. You understand? The promise is in the blood. I was an Israelite for 10 years. I was a Christian for 20 years.
Ooh.
I'm a Moor for 5.
So you understand my struggle. Praise him.
I'm all over, but the truth is all over. And if we talk about polygamy, the truth is in every religion you talk about, that we can talk about. Buddhism, Hinduism, all of it. It's all polygamy. But it's polygamy with a purpose. Separating an ego. For a black woman to be able to say, you know what? No Chinese women care about our kids. No Irish women care about our kids. So why are we fighting each other when we can be strong together? Let's play chess. Where's chess from? Chess is from Kemet. Chess is mathematics. Chess is not just a game. The white man is playing with you. If you think chess is a game, if you can't apply those mathematics to your life, because the chess game is the board, the world we're living in right now. You got kings and you got a queen within a household. When you lose a queen, you could get another queen, right? How many queens can you have on the chessboard? In ancient chess, you can have as many queens as your pawns. If your pawns can get to the other side, you can have as many queens, but when the game is over, the king is there, right?
Right.
Who's the most powerful piece on the board?
Okay.
No.
Queen.
You gotta learn chess.
Queen.
But the only one that
She can most powerful. The king is the most powerful.
She can go anywhere, she can kill anybody.
Okay.
She can go from side to side, left to right, she can do
I had those
See,
with
look,
them.
this is what ties to real life.
But look at it like this. See, the issue is that most people are not understanding what these things mean. You see what I'm saying? Like, so when you think about the word monogamy, the word polyandry, polygamy, whatever you're talking about, right? What does the term actually mean? So, like he said, a relationship is a relationship. If you have a dude that you hate, you still have a relationship with him. You just have a hateful relationship with him.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? But everybody equates everything to sex.
Right, but are we now saying, and based on, I'm going back to the romance thing, which was interesting. That is.
Don't even use that word.
No, because I need to use it in the context of the question.
Right.
Because that's how black women want you to ask it.
Because they talking about sexuality.
The black women, let's keep it real.
No, but okay.
Black men, Moorish men, do not push romance. But we don't even know what the concept really is. We like falling to it. We trying to understand our women, and she's watching TV trying to follow romance novels and romance movies.
But then, based on, because you did not say anything that has anything to do with the intimate relationship other than the communal relationship, right? So where's that intimacy?
So, but that has to do with each individual person. You see what I'm trying to say? So, like he said, if you have a baby mother that you're no longer in a sexual relationship with, you don't have an intimate relationship with her, but you do have a relationship with her based on your child. This is why men from way back try to sleep with a girl and have a baby with her. Why? Because I know I'm attached to this woman now. At least till this kid grows up. It don't mean we can have a sexual relationship, but somehow I gotta be in her face, somehow I gotta communicate with her, talk to her. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's still a relationship, right? But the relationship that you have with your female that you say is your girl or whatever, that is also a relationship. Now, what most people don't realize is most people are being forced into these thought processes because it's what other people want for them, not what they want for themselves. You see what I'm trying to say? So when I say monogamy is an illusion, I don't mean monogamy itself is an illusion. I mean people's concept of monogamy is an illusion. Boom! Women want a man to just want her. That's almost impossible because every man will consciously want to possess another woman. Now, if he chooses to not do that, that's a whole different thing within itself.
It's even deeper than that, more. It's even deeper than that. If a man did not have, if a man did not want and have, because a man is born with an innate ability to want to fuck. And that's just a fact. The world would not be populated if men didn't want to fuck. Because it's not women. Women are stronger, and sometimes women can play like they're smart when it comes to sex. They don't have to give it to you. But your shit like this. And you like, you gotta give it to me. I didn't brought you, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I'm saying to you. The concept of what I'm saying is, Sex has nothing to do with it. Because a man already naturally, you gotta understand we males. How many of us in here mothers and side bros? How many of us in here mothers with side chicks? Let's keep it funky. But there are some of us in here. We wouldn't be here if our daddies didn't want to fuck, whether they cheated or not. And Allah, somewhere down the line, allowed that to happen because that baby was meant to be here. That's what I'm saying. So I ask women all the time, like, okay, you saying he cheated, and yeah, because you know why he cheated? Because your concept of the word cheated, where does that come from? Our ancestors never, it's not written nowhere. It's not written nowhere. What's
Hold on.
You either being an infidelity, you either dealing with, exactly.
There's still something to be said about the concept of honesty and being, there's still something to be said about the concept of honesty and being clear about what your intentions are.
That's what polygamy is all about.
Right, so that means if someone is not being honest about what's going on, then that's not the same thing. Like, I think so. I just want to say though, I think there's a difference, and I'm really interested in this. I was saying it's crazy.
Really, that's
really crazy, like right? Because really fucked up my whole thesis. So
yeah, they just
like we did that romance shit. I was like,
that ass. They just
I had this whole thing blocked, and now you're like, okay, all right, now I gotta
fuck our shit up, right?
But I do think there's a difference though. All right, so and I write poetry about this, and me and my ex we know what it is. We relate pretty well. So I'm not like spreading news out here. So all right. So in my earlier factions of my relationship, you know, one would say I definitely had at least 2 like serious relationships. Now the thing is, I personally, after that relationship and after the marriage ended, after my own final self, I think it's different between what you're talking about and in being a broken man. For me, I was a broken man, so I used other people to find different pieces. And personally, having done that, I'm exhausted by the idea. But the thing is, you broke up the idea of relationship or the romantics or the intimacy, because I can't be, personally, intimate in that level with more than one person because that takes way too much energy and I can't do it anymore. But what you're saying is that concept is not the purpose of the way the relationship is supposed to work in the first place.
Exactly. Even if you look at marriage, right? We all know that marriage is a contract, right? Where you're basically bringing in funds, right? So if you look at polygamy or monogamy or whatever the same way, right? Whether it's a business or family structure, whatever you're looking at, right? It takes multiple people. They used to say it takes a village to raise a child, right? Which means you take multiple people to raise that child. But what do most people do? They have these thought processes. I want this person. First of all, you can't possess a person. Most people want to possess someone, right? They're not your property, but you want to possess them. Then you want to keep them away from sometimes the father or people who you feel are not good for the child, which then puts the child in a box where the child can only now learn things based on what you think is best, but you might not be the best person to be making that decision. But you don't allow anyone from the outside to be able to come in and give that child a full nurtureship of what he needs to be. Most of the women nowadays are raised by a mother that told them you don't need a man. So if you believe you don't need a man, why would you ever, first of all, consider anything we're talking about, period. But how could you even build a good family structure if you don't believe that you need the main thing that keeps the structure to begin with?
That's right.
See, the woman births, she's the energy. She brings things into manifestation. The man is the one that comes up with the concept. So if you have no male now that's coming up with concepts to be able to make the house stronger, what ends up happening? You have feminized men, which is what we have now. Right? You have a bunch of dudes that basically can't be honest with their woman even if they wanted to.
They ain't got the balls.
You see, and if they do, no,
that's true.
Well, even if they have the ball, they know they're gonna lose her because she's been programmed by everything she's already saw. So even if but see, once again, like you said, it takes a
Well, you got options.
Well, no, it takes a strong man to understand that there is an option. See, there's only a limited amount of strong black men. And when you are a strong black man, you know you have options because you know you are the strength. You see what I'm saying? Most men don't know they're the strength. They think pussy's the strength. You see what I'm saying? And what they don't even realize is pussy is abundant. My posse's always tell me you can get pussy when you can't get a plate of food, brother. There's a girl out there right now that's fucking for nothing, but you can't eat. right? So what does that mean? A man's job is to go get the bread, go get the money, go do something with your life. That's what true women respect. This is another reason why monogamy is an illusion, because most women are dealing with sick men vaginas. They're dealing with men that are not being men. So who is she normally attracted to? She's attracted to that guy that we would call the bad guy, or the whatever you want to call him. But most people, like I said, most people are lying. They're not even being honest with themselves. Most people are cheating, number one. And that's on both sides. It ain't just men. Massive women cheat all the time. You see what I'm trying to say? Especially nowadays. And some don't even care about shit. They don't want men. They just say, I'm an independent woman who get my money, right? But now the households are broken. Now we have no one to raise these children. And if we're able to be honest with ourselves about our true nature, because people are not dealing with nature, they're dealing with feelings and ego and what someone else told them. There's women right now that were like, yo, you know what? It would be better if I could just work it out with his baby mother. We could just figure this out. But my girlfriend told me that's crazy. You know what? It is crazy. So she won't even consider it because how she's being programmed and her girlfriend won't have no kids. We listen to people. We listen to people that don't even know nothing. You see what I'm trying to say? And then think that it matters. But when you see a good example of it, then you go either it's a lie, that's just them. You see what I'm trying to say? We're never really internalizing these positive examples that we see out here that show that this type of thing can work. And like he said, it's not about sex. You see what I'm trying to say? Yeah, there's some men that can have 1 million women and be pleasing them sexually, but then it's also men that don't even have sex with their women. They're just more about building for their families or being able to take care of their, their family structure. When you get married, you get a ring, right? In polygamy, most people are trying to build some sort of family structure, a house or something that the woman, when she leaves the situation, can actually have something. What do women complain about when they break up with every guy? I left with nothing. They're complaining, but in polygamy, if you do that, that's a contract, just like a marriage. You see what I'm trying to say? So you're guaranteeing that when you leave this situation, no matter what, this is what you will have, no matter what. So you know what you're going into. That's what people don't understand about this. It's an honesty thing. It's truly being honest with each other about what we truly want.
Hold on. How you be like, well, if it's like that, we can just get married tomorrow and go find this bitch next week, okay? If you just say, I know the ladies heard what the fuck I heard. I ain't getting none else. That motherfucker said until he got to the part where he said, hey, yo, so you know that was bars to me. He said, hey, yo, so you know you promised that when you leave here, this is what, hey, I want a whole brownstone out of this motherfucker. Listen.
So those type of things are supposed to be had before you get into the contract. It's not a promise of the future.
No.
This is stuff that you don't get it twisted. There's stuff that you build together. That's the whole purpose of the process. You see what I'm trying to say? What you do is just like in African time. You got to go to the family with something. You can't go empty-handed and like, yo, just love me, mom.
Well, I mean, I think that it's like that now.
Exactly. And this is the thing, like, and then people say, oh, it's only the kings and queens. You got to be able to take care of them. Yeah, well, there's different levels to take care of them. You see what I'm saying? There's women out here that look crazy talking about them having polygamy. He got to be a rich, wealthy man. You ain't never had a rich, wealthy man in your life. Right. So why don't you just deal with a regular guy that has a regular job and get wealthy together? Exactly. But people want to live in illusions. Well, that pussy's gold. And I gave it to you. You should. No, man, there's 1 million women out here. Every day, the ugliest man on the planet can get buns. You see what I'm trying to say? So stop. They get more because they have confidence in them.
So let me.
Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry.
You ain't gotta be sorry. You do that. Right. That's why y'all here. But seriously, okay, this is heavy. I feel like y'all gonna give me a motherfucking minute.
Now that Gomez stuff,
See,
I'm gonna be thinking about that all day.
I feel like no, for real, guys. The way my next few poems about to be, shout out to y'all. So but the thing is, right? First of all, I feel like I just went through a church service where you know when they say the Holy Ghost done broke out and everybody tired. That's how I feel right now. Y'all just whooped my ass with all that shit y'all was saying. Because unfortunately, for my monogamous minded ass, I kindly understand so many of the things that you guys were saying because a lot of this third eye shit has been coming across my path for a long time. And you know what's crazy? Since I was a young teenager, niggas always tried to get me pregnant just to stay. So when you said that, I was like, oh, that's why I was like, oh, like that's what the fuck that is? I thought I thought it was because I had some good ass pussy.
I mean, both
I
things.
mean, that could be.
You know, that shit was about me. So, all right, niggas. But I do understand a portion of the concept. But my only thing with this whole thing, right? I want to contest that a little bit because, okay, I can admit that polygyny was definitely it was. It was damn. You know, it was. Fuck it really was. However, I don't really care about how monogamy got in. It's just that I don't think that the idea of monogamy is wrong. Just like I don't think the idea of polygyny is wrong or being polyamorous. I don't think any of it is wrong. It's to each his own for me. But I don't know. I understand the illusion piece as far as women, us expecting y'all only want us. Why the fuck would it be an illusion that I only want your ass?
Who doesn't? But listen.
No, but hold on, because
Let me answer
polygyny
that.
means
Let me answer
you
that.
the only man in
Let
the
me answer
situation.
that. I tell women this all the time, right? Women come, because I'm a teacher. I'm a Morris, I'm in the Morris community, so I teach, I enlighten, and I guide, and I have guides. You understand? Women come to me and they be like, well, I can have more than one husband.
Like,
Of course you can.
but
Don't do it. Why you not doing it now?
Exactly.
Why you wasn't doing it in
Y'all
high school?
supposed to, you know why? Because
Why?
the nigga that she wanted is polygynist and not polyamorous.
It's the same way. Listen, you got divine feminine
I'm just trying to take
and you got divine masculine. Divine masculine is born with a innate nature to want to fuck.
All right.
Because the species need to carry on. You understand? The species need to carry on. So it don't matter. It don't matter how much religion is out there or what we do. Somebody somewhere get fucked.
But I can't help but
Somebody
think,
somewhere
nah,
get
let me
pregnant.
interject.
Right?
I can't help but think that it's kind of, because it just, oh, y'all forgive me, because this might be an unhealed part of me. See, I know who the fuck I am and where I'm at, right, in life, so I'm cool. It might be, because it just came to me as I was getting ready to say it. It's like, I don't know, but I'm saying it anyway. It comes off in a way, because I cringe every time you say, but this is, it's like basically, but this is what men do. We're just born to want more than one. Hold up. Women are supposed to only want one thing. Women are not like that too, though. It's like, it sounds like an excuse almost for men to.
But he didn't say
I'm talking
that.
about
Yeah.
this is
I'm
one
not
thing we
saying-
missing. This is one thing
I'm
we
not
missing.
saying
Now,
I'm
it's
on
my fault
point.
as a
I'm
teacher
saying the way I perceived
because of what I said.
a lot. You gonna let me say it? All right. The way that I perceive, work, I ain't scared of you. I keep telling you that. The way that I perceive what y'all saying, it comes off to my little rough, tough, alchemized ass as a fucking excuse. Because I could be just like y'all. What? And run that shit too. So help me understand why the fuck it's okay in your ideal, because you do have polygamy, right? So why is it okay though, in this situation, that y'all be the only man? It comes off, I'm not saying it's what it is, but it comes off as controlling, possessive. It do to me. I'm not
Of course
saying
it does to you.
but give me a second. I want to fight.
Yo, I wish y'all could all
That's
see
my
the facial
word.
expression of that.
Fight, bro.
I want this like
They
watch
see my
it.
face, I don't say
Watch it back.
Of course it does.
because, ooh, if he said of course again, y'all. I know that one, come get your friend, come get him. Come get him. God damn it.
Yo, you
Yeah.
can't do it.
Shit, what time is it? Okay. Damn, we got an hour, this is good. So, oh, I really need some fucking Jesus. Give me a face. So anyway, it comes off, no, for real. Thank you for understanding that though, that it for real makes it easier to say it. It comes off like an excuse. It comes off very biased. It comes off a little sexist. It comes off a little possessive. It comes off a little, I'm so glad I sprayed on mic. It comes off a little controlling. It just don't come off fair at all. Because, you know, I mean, it just don't come off too fair. It just sounds like an excuse, because my whole life I've been hearing stuff like, Well, that's what men do. So I don't know. It don't come
That's
off
not
right.
what
It
I'm
sounds
saying.
unfair as
That's
fuck.
not what I'm saying, though. That's
I'm not saying that's what you're saying. I'm giving
That's
you
not
my.
what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
What I'm saying is, we gotta be heads, highly intelligent, highly enlightened, and highly evolved beings.
Okay.
Right? Nobody nobody can excuse themselves from the laws of nature, and nobody can excuse themselves from the lower self. We got a higher self and we got a lower self.
Mm-hmm.
That's why the Star of David is two pyramids. It's a pyramid pointing down, it's a pyramid pointing up. Polygamy, first of all, is marriage. That's number one. It's not just jumping in the bed with multiple women. We don't do that. I don't even have sex, bro. You understand? We gotta be married. We gotta be married for us to have sex. So this is what polygamy is. Real polygamy. We're not playing no games. Real polygamy has its levels, its rules, and it's a code of conduct. You understand? You can't, and it's about who knows about igniting chakras, kundalini. That sex that you have with your wives, you're supposed to be getting kundalini. It's supposed to be a meditative sexual yoga that ignites the chakras and ignites your superpowers. So I'm not talking about, and it's not her fault, it's my fault because I wasn't clear of what I was saying. And I mean to be clear, a God has to act like a God. You understand? And that's behavior wise. So that means I self, law, and master. That's what Islam means. That means you have to master yourself. I could be in a room with 10 naked women, and I'm not gonna fuck because they don't control me. I control them. You understand? And the same thing for a woman. If a woman can master her lower self, we'll all be in a better place. And that's what polygamy, true polygamy, is about, mastering our lower self, because the ego, lust, jealousy, hate, envy is what pushes you further away from the divine and further away from your abundance. You understand? So we trying to get closer to the divine. And by getting closer to the divine, the woman can see her sister as herself, because those kids don't got nobody but them in this world. So they have to stick together. So let's talk about Nefertiti. Let's talk about the strongest African queen. She's the strongest African queen, right? They got her earrings on, they got her pendants on. We see black women wearing them all day. But they have no idea what it means to be Nefertiti. Nefertiti was not King Tut's mother. You understand what I'm saying? Nefertiti has sister wives.
Hold on.
That she ruled the kingdom with.
Hold on for a minute. Before you get into Nefertiti, that's like a Black History moment. Give me a second. Because I want to hear it. But before you get deep into Nefertiti, I think that I just want to say that I think it's a lot of what you're saying. It's a matter, and a part of it too is because a lot of us, just kind of want to damn, like for once, just for a little while, just kind of it's the idea of what we think feeling special is, and mattering to somebody, and being important of all those aspects. Whoever, whatever the love languages.
And we need you to be a part of this unity right here. So you are special and you do matter. What's some real shit?
All right, but give me a second though. Damn. You're trying to mess me up. Okay, but damn. Okay. But the idea of sharing the bond, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women are very, come on, we're soft, sensitive, emotional when it comes to intimacy. So you asking me to like knowingly let you fuck her permanently? Why?
That's what
give me a minute. I'm sorry. You asking me to knowingly allow you to have this beautiful, blossoming, culturized or whatever you want to call it, relationship with this other woman. Just give me a minute, because I know what I'm saying. I don't want to, feel like I'm stepping on it the wrong way. Yes.
Why do you continue, and a lot of people use this
God.
Why do you continue to say allow me? That's the first problem right there. Okay. Allow, that means that you possess a person and you're telling them what they can and can't do. Ooh, this is the reason why people lie.
And this is the reason why
no, but I don't mean it like that.
Exactly. But that's what most people say, because most women are not even understanding their own nature, like he keeps saying.
Right.
Like, feminine and masculine energy is different.
There are women that have more masculine energy, right? And those are the type of women that would be in a relationship with multiple men. But that's not the average woman.
No.
The average woman wants to do it to battle the man that she's talking to because he was honest. You're not talking, because understand what I'm saying. You're not talking about men that just, most men are not run up in their crib like, yo, I want to have multiple wives. That doesn't happen. It's the men that really want it. And they're trying to be honest, and now they're being scolded for it.
Wait, okay, yes, in some cases you guys are definitely, I'm gonna say that, yes, you guys definitely are being scolded. It's unfortunate for being honest, like some of us women be scolded for being honest. But
Now, second, no, I have one more question. So, if you had a man and he treated you like gold, you loved him, every day you were just so happy with him, and then out of nowhere your girlfriend comes and says she found out he cheated, what happens? To most women.
Well, most.
Leave them, right?
Okay, go.
They'll break up with them, leave them, fuck them.
Even if they don't leave them, they get mad, right? They're heated. Why? They feel what? They feel what? Betrayed. Right? But this goes into the possession. Before you found that out, before your girlfriend told you that, you were the happiest woman on the planet. Now, hold on. What did you say? You said women want to feel special. Well, you feel special that day. You got everything you wanted. You wanted, no, see, but that's a possession thing. That's an ego thing. That's not, you cannot possess another human being. You sound like a slave master, whether you realize it or not. What do you think women are nowadays? Slave masters. No, but analyze what you're saying. You say you want to feel special. Now, you say this is what I mean. I know, and this is the fact. Most women ain't gonna admit this, but most women would rather be in a broken relationship, mad every day, but say he's mine and he doesn't cheat. Rather than be in a relationship that is healthy.
Let me challenge every last one of y'all with this. Because see, I'm not convinced. I'm not. But I'm just not. But I do understand a lot more shit, right? I really, really do. And it's still intriguing. So good conversation. But I just want to ask all y'all this, right? Except you.
Okay.
Right.
That's a fucked up about that man. I have an argument down back.
He fucked up. He got me ready to fight him. That's like, I'm looking at this motherfucker like, fuck you. I like motherfucking roast. Bring me some fucking roast.
It's only me.
Only me roast. Only my roast.
I present it.
But hold on. Because I don't know, he started talking, he be like, okay, hold on, you got to hold on. Even me, I just feel like she is so
It's the voice.
I'm gonna tell you before I leave here, though. I'm gonna give you some
no,
time.
you're gonna say this shit, but he gotta tell you. But see, the thing is, like, y'all fuck my shit up. Okay, I remember. The thing is, I just want to know this, right? He's good on, yo, I'm fucking crying.
It's your voice, man.
Wait,
You can't talk.
I can't wait,
You
Lord.
gotta
I'm
fight.
on ahead. Let's go.
She said that somebody on the Go Down podcast said we already sharing our neck. So listen, Loud been going ham since y'all been talking.
Word.
Like, once somebody, Mr. Runway told me to tell y'all, they said salute. With you. But listen though, all jokes aside, correct. So, okay, check it. So say, in the case, the young lady just needs some time. Because not for nothing, that's, for real, like, that ass, if I'm really that fucking happy and it's really working out for me, we gonna just have to have a discussion. But that bitch gotta wait. Hold up though, here's my hint though. Can y'all wait though?
Well, why?
Yeah, hold up, what the fuck? Yeah, that's what really made, hold on. The fuck? I'm gonna shit my spirit.
That's the fuck with you.
Hold on, no, wait. Can I ask a question? I'm not a fight, so I ain't gonna help you, you probably do. Oh, okay, that's a yes. But here we go. The thing is, could y'all wait though? Say a female be like, give me about a couple of, years or so, cause give me.
What do all self-help say?
No, don't do that. Like,
Gotta do
Do it now.
yo, y'all are so fucking self. No, y'all sound selfish as fuck. Y'all not even gonna give that bitch some time. Like, y'all got life fucked up.
I agree.
Y'all really come on, Y'all got it fucked up now.
I'm about to say,
The reason why I agree with you though is because a lot of our women are brainwashed. So they like Neo.
You gotta
Remember
give that
when Neo
bitch
took
some
the
time.
red
Like, that
pill?
ain't fair.
He started throwing up and shit. The Matrix.
Yeah, that is
It's like
right.
It hurts. If you want time though, you can't be in a relationship getting that time though.
You fucked
You have
out
to
of
be
here.
outside of the
The
situation.
fuck, this
You have
nigga,
to
that's the
make
point of the
sure-
time.
Make sure your mind is right and then
But
get into the situation.
no, but that's when you
My
have to.
fucking mind is right, nigga. My mind is right. I just
Because
want
no,
to
you want to yourself.
for
You're not changing the
a
thought
few
process.
years.
And also you're dependent on that man to
No,
heal
I'm
you.
coming in and
You
honest
gotta
with
heal
you.
yourself first.
Nigga, I just want a little time
Oh,
and we can go and get this bitch. Cause that's what the fuck I want, like you want what you want. Fuck you keep asking me why for, yo.
Nah, but
Yeah, so
ultimately,
what you
what you just said?
I want what the
Nah,
fuck you
ultimately,
want.
that's
You want what you want and I
that's
want
why
what
he
I
said-
want.
that's
You
why-
want- yeah, go on.
No, but that's why what he said makes sense. Because if you want what you want, I want something completely different from what you want. So you need to go by yourself until you can figure out what to
Figure it out. And you get those years. You can have the years.
Yeah, I don't think I like you. I'm just kidding.
But I agree to the point that a smart man is only smart. That a smart man will want to get to know the person and build a solid foundation.
Fucking thank you.
But
Damn, time
but-
scared y'all? The fuck?
But it doesn't always happen that way. Two sisters might come to a brother and say, yo, you know what? It ain't enough guards out here. It's a bunch of niggas.
Because you heard what he
You
said.
understand? Ain't enough guards out here.
He said
Ain't
that
nobody building no walk, you know what I'm saying? Building no business. Ain't nobody talking about putting taxes together and get a nail salon so we can have our own.
See, the
It
stuff
ain't
that
enough
you
guards
saying-
out here, bro.
What you
Not
saying is
people
like a
that even
rule.
care.
You understand what I'm trying to say? That's the problem. You're saying it like it's a rule. Well, I have to have this amount of time. You're not saying I need
I
time
don't mean
to.
it like that.
But
I
that's
mean,
what you're saying.
I asked y'all if a person.
I mean, if a man,
Because everything is
if
based
your
on
man love you,
opportunity.
if your man love you, and he's a strategist, he'll figure out a way to
Exactly.
give you that time.
When to bring it in.
And he was strategic. But I want to comment on what you said, what you asked. This is what I want to say about what you said about feeling special. A woman wanting to feel special. Most women that want to feel special are unhealed women.
Facts.
That's what
Here
I'm
we fucking go.
Facts.
You have to heal.
Yo,
You have to heal because guess what?
This is some-
Love starts with self. You
Hell,
can't
what
run
the fuck
around
does
and
that have to
expect
do?
a bunch of niggas to love you and treat you special.
No, we're not gonna do that. No,
You gotta love yourself first.
No. What the fuck does love
And
have
then
to
you
do with
gonna
what
feel
someone
special.
else?
You don't need nobody.
You a man,
I
man.
don't need nobody to make me feel
No, you
special.
know what he just said?
And I don't do
Ain't
nothing.
nobody
And
said
I don't
we
do
needed
nothing.
you to make us
Listen,
feel
you are.
special.
Listen.
I said most women just. Okay, maybe I should have said most women want the man to herself because in her mind that's special.
But that's not what special is.
That's not what
I
special
didn't
is.
say it. I didn't say it was.
That's not your feelings.
That's what a healed
No one
woman-
can make
that's
anyone
what a
feel
woman-
I
special.
didn't say it was.
That's unhealed.
Okay.
She feels like she
I'm so
needs
glad I
to
just
love.
saw
She
that.
needs to look for love in all the wrong places.
No.
But remember, no one can do anything
I can't
for anyone. You can
identify
only do it for yourself. So a man cannot
Okay.
make you feel special. He can
Okay.
do something that he can do something special, but he can't make you feel special. You ever had a man that you hate do something special for you?
Hell
You give
yeah.
a fuck about how
Hell
you feel at the
Hell
time,
no.
right? But he did the exact same thing when he met you,
Right.
right? So it has to do with your own personal feelings. You see what I'm trying to say? So once again, we go back to the economics.
Okay, so take it
Love is law. Family is business. So if we're building a family, then it is a business. It takes money. It takes time. It takes
And you can't
education
do
to
everything.
raise these kids.
You can't teach them. You ain't got holistic health. Can you farm?
No.
Can you run a corporation and have 5 kids at the same time? You need some sisters to help.
How many women are online right now? And I'm not criticizing,
And you
nobody,
got-
but how many people are on welfare? Which means what? Which means you don't need your man. You have the system or the man taking care of
Which
your
is by
child.
design.
You see what I'm trying to say? But then
To
it's easy to
destroy-
say, I don't
destroy
want this man in my life. Why? Because I don't even need a man now. So this is why the family structure is breaking down again. If you had to deal with that man, if that a law that said you have a baby with a guy, you have to take care of him, then guess what? You be asking your aunt or your moms or someone else to take care of the kid who you're choosing. But if you had a system, you wouldn't need your mom that complain about your mom and complaining that she's watching her baby, her grandbabies, and all these different situations. But
And you have a chance to be who you want to be, the best version of yourself.
You have time
Because
to
now you have
learn,
time.
educate yourself, go
Most
places.
women in monogamous relationships resent being in those relationships after 25 years. I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to be a radio host.
Dreams aside.
I wanted to do this, and I couldn't.
And that's why we said But women would rather be miserable just to say this is mine. Knowing that she could do it, but once again, they don't see no positive examples of what we're talking about. But the reason why is because they're not looking either. Anything you look for, you will find. But you don't want to look. Because it's just like religion. You don't want to really hear someone else's religion because then it might make you think something. So you just, I'm right. I don't even want to hear it. But most people in religion ain't never even studied another religion in their life. So they don't even know what they're saying. They all saying the same shit. You see what I'm saying? This most people want to be lied to. And that's okay. Because if you wasn't able to be lied to, then it wouldn't be able to have people subjugate you. So once again, this is why people say, we ain't gonna say no name, slavery's a choice and all. You always have a choice. That's right. No matter what. Because there's plenty of people that say, I ain't doing this shit, I'm gonna fucking die, nigga. And I'm dying. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, you ain't sticking me in, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's all a choice. And it's what you choose for yourself. But just be honest with yourself. You know if you got that guy and he got that chick on his side and you know he act a little bit happier when he come home after he seen her, you know what I'm saying, and you really mad about it, but you know it works out. You see what I'm trying to say? Just like we all know people in our lives that got shit going on, you know what I'm saying, that you kind of want to say something about it, but you feel uncomfortable. Men, stop being men, bro. Tell your girl how you truly feel. Women, Stop being with sitting there, John. Stop being with men because you can do what you want with them. See, so many women are claiming they ain't with monogamy, but they're with a guy that can do whatever they want with. They don't want a real man because now she got to make some decisions.
That's a fact. They don't
want to outfit. Now she got to make some decisions.
Because when you come to a line hill, you got to do wrong.
Exactly. And when you with a real man, I don't care who you are, woman, you will start to think different. That's true. You see what I'm trying to say? And then you start to question your own. Hey, well, I don't know. It kind of makes sense. Why? Because it really did make sense. You were just against it the whole time because you were dealing with someone on a lower vibration. Wow. So you need to start understanding that, and this is the key right here, people. You only attract what you are. Stop complaining about the men that you keep attracting because you're not who you need to be. That's why you see what I'm trying to say? Too many, people hate Kevin Samuel, but he'll tell you all the time, you're a 3, man. Stop trying to have a 10. Okay? Like, deal with who you really are and be honest with yourself so you can actually build
somebody said women want validation. The God Hour podcast said women want validation.
That's the fact. Women do want validation, but understand that is a woman's nature to want validation.
Right.
So she has to validate herself though. First. She has to validate herself. A man cannot validate you. He can only confirm what you are.
What the fuck you already
You see what I'm saying? Right. But you want him to tell you something that you're not and get upset when it doesn't happen. Stop dealing with weak men because you're a weak woman. Once you become a strong woman, trust me, you will attract that strong man. But understand men as well. You need to learn how to deal with your woman. Stop being so upset with your woman because she does what women do. Flipping out, acting crazy. I hate it too. That's just what women do. It's a test to see how much of a man you are, to see if you can sit our ass back down, to calm down, relax yourself, and let's go back to what we were doing as a man. You see what I'm saying? So we all need to learn more about ourselves so that we can start to deal with each other.
Wow, this is amazing. Yeah,
I think it's just great. I just want to say this.
It all boils down. It all boils down. Yo.
The mics can pick y'all up. I can cut them off. Hold on.
So, I wanted to say that ultimately, everything all deals with self. Man. It deals with self. Even when you're in a relationship with another person, that relationship is bad. It's something a part of you that's mirroring because you attract. When he said you attract what you are. You might not want to say, "Oh, that nigga ain't shit," or "Yo, she just be a club hopping and she don't never come." Yeah, but do you come? Do you? You know what I'm saying? Do you take care of yourself?
Yeah, do you?
Do you? So you got a woman that don't care because you don't care. You understand? So when a woman starts to love herself, she's gonna get everything that she wants. She can get any man that she wants. She can draw the man to her. It's an attraction thing. It has nothing to do with gender. It has nothing to do with boredom. Or it has nothing to do with me saying, "Oh, I'm not having sex with nobody." It has nothing to do with it because I'm drawing what I want to be. And even a person that doesn't even know about this science draws stuff to them all the time.
Exactly.
They blame everybody else. Yo, why you? Yo, it's your fault. Hold on. That happened to you. she can see another woman and see herself. That's why the name of that book is We See Our Sisters as We See Ourselves by Patricia Dixon Spear. Very powerful book. She breaks down the whole monogamy, how when monogamy came into the world, because everything's recorded. Right? We've been recording things since the early.
Like way before.
Just because we don't got it in the Western part of the world don't got it.
It's art in the museum.
Exactly. You got people, not even that. If you go to schools in China, like you got people like Marcus Garvey, Dr. Ben Joe, who studied around the world. And if it's not in the Western world, they telling the truth. They letting you know the truth is there. It takes a village to raise a child. Where do you think that proverb came from?
African probably, that much.
And it's a polygamous proverb. All the African proverbs are polygamous. Back to Nefertiti. Nefertiti was not King Tut's mother. And she's the strongest, she's the symbol of the strongest independent woman. But she wasn't independent at all. And she wasn't the first wife. Because some women that want to come into my home, they like, I'll do it, but I gotta be the first. You're wrong. You're wrong, because this is about not that.
I want to be the only.
Ego.
You're wrong.
That's ego. That's ego. You have to see your sister as yourself.
Real quick, can I say something?
There's no order. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Remember we talked about this before, right? So a lot of women say that, why is it that, a woman can't have, or God can have multiple women, why she can't have multiple men? But women have to understand, again, it's back to nature, right? A man with masculine energy deals with logic. So I'm gonna give you an example. If I got 2 wives and I want someone to cook, whoever cooks the best is who I'm choosing. Why? Because logically it makes sense. Women don't operate like that. Women operate on feelings.
Which one?
No, just analyze what I'm saying. The woman's nature is to operate on feelings.
It is.
That is her nature, right? So this is the reason why, logically, I need to pick you up from work, but you're mad at me, so you tell me stay your ass home, nigga. Why? Because your emotions say it even though you have no way home.
Right, but I don't care. No, nigga, pick me up. Don't talk to me.
Yeah,
nigga, pick me up. I ain't happy.
But
pick me up and don't talk to me.
But guess what? If I pick you up, if you tell me pick you up and don't talk to you, you know I'm gonna talk to you. You know you're gonna be pissed off in the conversation. We're gonna argue in the car, but you're still gonna say it. Why? Know what I'm gonna do. Know we're gonna fight, and you're gonna go right after. See, I knew it.
Okay, so then I learned some more the following week, and you picked my motherfucking mad ass up. A bitch got that call, she shut the fuck up, went home, cooked some weed, did her motherfucking work, and shut the fuck up.
It's not to say that women can't do it. My point is just saying that when it comes to a family structure, decisions have to be made. And when decisions have to be made, logic has to be on the forefront of most of those decisions, not emotions. You see what I'm trying to say? Yes. So this is the reason why it's not that it cannot be done, but why a lot of men, such as myself, would not want that in my relationship. Because honestly, I don't really care what a woman does when she ain't with me, as long as it don't affect my life, right? That's how I am all the time. So I can be single and have no problem. That's another thing too. People say, you want to be in polygamy so you can have multiple wives. I can just be single and bone everybody I want to. That has nothing to do with
I'll have to take responsibility of wives and children.
Yeah, because once I do polygamy, I have to give, I have to support. Why would I do that just to have sex? That don't make sense. But if I'm building with someone, right, I understand how women's nature. I understand that when she gets mad at me, she's going to talk to the closest person to her and badmouth me or do whatever she does as a woman. I do not want that to be a man that now can take from my household, because that's what men do. We are men. We are challengers. When you get mad, I have to calm you down. When I see another man and he get mad, we fight it. It's a physical thing. So when you're dealing with that type of energy, you don't want to be able to put yourself or your household in those type of decisions. You see what I'm trying to say? Because now this woman has to make a hard decision that she should not have to make. Who to choose based on her emotions.
So let me ask you something, both of y'all, right? All 3 of y'all, really. Damn, I just lost the question. No, it's gonna come back. Because again, you said something.
I got 2 things I'm gonna say about women.
Oh, ego. When y'all talked about the ego part, because okay, now we got past the romance and the, what's that shit I said that triggered all this? What I said?
Special.
Right, that's
Feeling special.
right. We got past it. Well, I gotta be the devil's advocate in here because I know what females think. I come from all that. See, I'm not an average female. So you gonna pick me the fuck up, nigga. I ain't crazy. You gonna pick my black ass up from work. Fuck you talking about? And if you decide you wanna motherfucking talk, then I'm gonna remember what I do for me, bitch. You know you still here. Talk, bitch. No.
That's a fact.
Fuck you, lying. But for real, so the thing is, when you said the ego part, is the ego part, the part where a person like me would dead ass look you in your face and say some shit like, how the fuck, look, why I can't have another man, whether I really wanted it or not, come on, because really, I'm not a fan of many different dicks at one time. That's just too much going on, whether it's the same day or not. But, you know, is that what the ego is? The fact that, what's the ego part? I just want to get the ego part.
I mean, that's ego too. When a woman wants to be a man, that's
what's the ego part in this? Like the woman's contesting it. It's something where y'all said the ego part. I want to understand
the ego is anything that goes against what needs to be.
Okay.
You see what I'm trying to say? That's from both sexes. That has nothing to do with a woman. That's just her bringing her ego out at that time by saying that comment. You see what I'm saying? Like just like a man that try to take something back from a woman because he's mad at her. Yeah. That's his ego.
All women say they want that, but let's be real, man. 5 sperms. You know what that pom pom smell like, bro?
Yo!
Let's be for real, bro. Nature tells you what can be and what can't be.
No, it does. You ever fuck somebody? Smell? You be like, look, on your shit. You be like, what the fuck, son? I ain't smell like this before.
And I know that's how in high school. Yeah. In high school, come on, bro. In high school, that's how we knew who was the fast bro. Because if it wasn't, if it didn't smell stinky, it smelled like condoms. And so that means that means she just was fucking somebody else because it ain't my condom. I ain't put one on yet. So this is what I'm saying, like a woman in her right mind only wants one dick in her right mind. Yeah. We're not talking about a woman that's been molested. We're not talking about a woman that's been hurt. We're not talking about a woman that grew up without a father. We're not talking a woman in her right mind, which is majority of little girls in high school. You don't see little girls by the hundreds fucking multiple boys. Nope. They don't carry themselves like that naturally. If you see little girls beyond the age of 6 and 7 and 8, they don't carry themselves like that. We innately and naturally get a boner. Moms can be changing your Pampers. And you can't do nothing with moms. Your joint is hard. And moms is looking at laughing at you. So cute. No, it's not cute, it's nature. The reason why humans have fell behind animals, yes, we have fell behind animals. Animals do things they have no choice to do. A dog gets up and wakes up and be a dog. A lion wakes up and be a lion. But a black man and a black woman don't wake up and be dogs and goddesses. You have to earn that. And that is earned with behavior. That is earned with strategic, conscious building. I'm not just fucking no broad. I don't want no broad that just want me to be fucking her. Because every nut I bust, that's my life force. That's my life force. Niggas don't know. I'm 45, bro. I'm 45, bro. I'm 45 because most of my life was in prison, bro. And I wasn't fucking, bro. Young dudes younger than me looking crazy. But guess what? They trying to get a new chick every night. They trying to bust a nut every night. I just seen something on Instagram and he was talking about how sex is in the ancient Chinese literature that the man that busts the most sex will be the first to fall. I mean, busts the most nuts, ejaculates the most through his life, will be the first to get sick, first to die, first to everything. It shrivels you up. You understand? I have sex and come once, bro, when I have sex. And I ain't trying to come no more. You understand? And I might, and that's because I'm just a beginner. When I become a master, I'm going to be going all night and not coming.
and be all right with that because I still gonna have an orgasm.
Yeah.
That's what the Kundalini is. That's the Kundalini. You, instead of releasing the sperm, you bring it back into yourself, and my orgasm lasts longer than a man who might bust a nut. A nut only lasts a certain amount of seconds.
Yeah.
But this, what I'm talking about, is a spiritual and a physical orgasm. And you can only get it if you in your right mind, in your proper persona, you're acting and thinking right. Your woman has to be acting and thinking right. Positive, negative create electricity. Positive and positive create nothing. Negative and negative create nothing. Woman and man create electricity. Electricity is where babies come from, not love. Love don't love nobody. Love ain't feeding our community, bro. I love, but love is an energy. So love is an action. It's a verb. It's supposed, love is what makes a man get up and go to work every day. You understand? But love itself doesn't feed those babies. Actually, love itself destroys.
That's a fact.
But only to the man and the woman that's unhealed and do not know what love is. Love is unconditional, bro. So if I love my brother, I love him unconditionally, right? Not enough to share my wife. Because like I said, sperms are acid. And the wounds he has. The vagina is a sponge. Every man that a woman is with, just like every nut I bust, I get weak and I lose life force. Every penis that enters a woman, she soaks up the faults, the good, the bad, the demons. The demons, bro. I'm talking about real demons, bro. Abracadabra. Abracadabra is the name of a demon.
Yeah, I'm done.
You understand? So this is what I'm saying. This is deeper than just sex, deeper than just, this is economics, this is spirituality, this is, look, Moses and them ain't do it, Abraham ain't do it for no reason. The Hindu priests ain't do it for no reason. This is strength. This is power. This is enlightenment. This is enlightenment. The truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah, it is. But you just said that you love your brother unconditionally. Yeah, I'm having a hard time getting over that one part, so y'all just go ahead and mind your fucking right. I feel you, and I already know you looking at me like, yeah, fuck, you know, and I know how to fight. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to not, and I'm gonna be honest, because I did admit that earlier. I know for a fact there's an unhealed portion of me fighting with y'all. I feel it, I know, but so what? I'm a Broad Street bully, I can say that, right? But you just said that you love your brother unconditionally. Well, I can say that because I'm in the process of it. Excuse me, ladies. It's gonna be it's screaming out shit you unhealed and you fucked up and ain't working on that. But you said you love him unconditionally, but not enough to share your wife. But your wife she loves her sister unconditionally and might not want to share her husband.
The woman is the most powerful piece on the board. See, European women have African American and black so-called really Moorish women thinking that polygamy degrades them. It actually builds them up. Unity. It builds them up. Self-respect. Because not only does the man marry them, it's his job to teach. Just like the hunter-gatherer, the man goes out and gets the wood and brings the wood and the sheep and the clothes back for the family. He also goes out and gets wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and bring that back. Because the woman is weak only in one place. She's really the most powerful being in the universe. But the reason why she's weak is because of what he said, emotions.
Yeah.
So once I teach my 5 wives how to master their emotions and stick together like Black Panther's bodyguards. Yeah. That's polygamy, bro. That's the white man just telling you, Africans had it like that, bro. We had all woman armies, bro. But those was his wives, bro. He's an African king. You think that's an army. Those are his wives, bro.
Protecting him.
protecting him, bro. You understand? So we gotta know and understand that polygamy really is about, I wear the fez, I'm a MOOR. The fez, everything about the fez is the woman. It's the woman. We worship the goddess. We worship the divine feminine. My whole movement is about uplifting the divine feminine. That's what it's all about. Not degrading her. You understand? It's about lifting her up, because what you give her, she's gonna give them babies. And you're gonna leave here. Them babies is gonna be here. They're gonna be here.
Yo, so you know what's funny? What's funny is, F me up a lot.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because what you describe a lot of is very much, people come to me and they love how I deal with my ex-wife and we do our kids. They're like, oh, you guys are so great. And I tell people all the time, I'm like, yeah, I still treat her like she's the most important person because she deals with my kids. So, and I'm gonna take care of her. You know what I'm saying? She got her own place, whatever, she got this, whatever, but I still cover the electricity, you know what I mean? Because if she don't got it, then my kids don't got it. You know what I mean? So I'm always moving to make sure she's good. I saw some joke the other day, I said, yo, I mailed you something. She was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. Now, based on words, right? Because we're not in a relationship, but we're definitely in a relationship. And I tell them, like, yo, I don't care who else you deal with. If they disrespect you, I'm killing them. That's the situation. I don't really blame you like that. If you are the vessel with my generation, all the kids come from you. So that means that no matter what, you are number one to me. And I tell the kids all the time, I'm like, look, I'm after mom because she's taking care of you. She got you, whatever. I make sure mom's good. Now, I'm not gonna like hang out with her or whatever, but even based on what you're saying, we're still raising good.
It's your job. It's your job. Technically, you supposed to be fucking crazy. You supposed to be, like I said,
crazy.
You're actually having sex with her way more and doing it the right way past all these dudes that talk about it. And you
with no sex.
But this is how a lot of people come in life, because it's like, it's kind of like I said yesterday on this show about how you could get rich and not know nothing, right? Now, how do people get rich and not know nothing? Because they knew something, they just didn't know how they did it.
Right.
You see what I'm trying to say? So what you're doing is what we're talking about, but you just didn't know what it was called based on the information you've been given.
I was waiting for you to realize that because I've been.
Nah, I've been seeing. He seen me going through it like this.
Yeah, that's why.
Like, I'm like.
I heard it, and yeah.
Mind you, here's something that's crazy.
You're a little poly, bro.
Yo, here's something that's crazy. Because I was talking to my sisters like just one way here, and I was talking about one of the reasons why I only want to be in one relationship. I was like, you know, when I had like two situations going on, and I was like, it's crazy. How did I have the ability to give gifts to open and whatever? The only way I got caught that was a situation, but beyond that, everyone had time. I'm like, yo, how did I do that?
Cause you a god, baby.
Yo, that's crazy, and I don't like this.
The funny thing is, though, the only reason you was spent, they knew, is because you didn't tell them about each other. They wouldn't hang out. Now, if they was together, your energy wouldn't be spent. Because they actually want to be saying, yo, I'm going to start a business. I got 10 grand, you put 10 grand, let's do it. And the other one is saying, I got your 2 babies, and can you help? Yeah, I'll help you with the business. Can I help you? Mm-hmm. Now it's teamwork. The African proverb is, you move together, you go farther. You gotta move together, and that's what you're doing.
And it separates from whether or not I'm in an intimate relationship with either one.
No, it does. That intimacy don't matter.
And also remember too that people always lump people together like everybody's the same. If you're dealing with 2 women, they're completely different. One could be massively on I don't really care about like that. Or sometimes women don't even want to have sex normally as much as men do. So it's like, you take care of that nigga. If y'all are physically doing those type of things. You see what I'm trying to say? Mm-hmm. So it's not, people look at everything in a rigid place like, this is just it. Everybody's gonna be doing this. That's not how it works. Everybody communicates. Everybody's having their own personalities. You see what I'm trying to say? This woman likes to go out, so you take her out all the time, but she's a homebody. So she wants to chill and just sit with you on the couch. So you know on Saturdays, okay, I'm gonna come and sit and watch these movies. You know what I'm saying? But on Tuesday, you see what I'm trying to say? But yeah, but it's, once again, it's just understanding that all we're really saying is not about polygamy and none of that. It's be honest with yourself about what you truly want. You see what I'm trying to say? Most people are never honest with themselves. They're just doing things based on a program or something that someone else told them to do.
Who's hurt? Who hurts after that?
The big kids. You see what I'm saying? And then the kids always grow up. Like, people don't even realize that as men, we're taught to cheat from the time we're young.
From the time we're young,
Think about every movie you ever saw that you loved. The gangster movie, whatever, when there was a strong male, what did he have? A side chick. They show it to you, they program it into your head from young. Just like they program it to the woman from young, you don't need a guy that does that. So we're already battling, like he said, up until maybe, because you think about high school, yeah, you had the chicks that really dated dudes outside of the school, but that's because those are the ones that grew up in households that didn't have them. So they wanted to do with the car, dudes that had something. But the average high schooler has a high school girlfriend or a high school boyfriend. They not dating no grown men come in like, ew, get away from me. You see what I'm trying to say? It's not till they get older that they start to realize they can have them. Why do you think they say things like, oh, when you from another country, you go out there, you go to all these other countries, women are different, but once they get Americanized, things change. Why? Because it's now about possession and ownership. What can I get from you, and how can I keep you? This is the mentality they teach us. It has nothing to do with raising the children, bettering our own lives together, none of that. It's all about selfishness. So everything they teach you is to be selfish so that we can stay apart and have nothing. You see what I'm trying to say? When you think of it, in our own business. So if I have to pay my employee, let's say $600 a week or $700 a week, and I got 4, that's a lot of money going out. But if I had my wives working with me, what does that mean? All that money goes back into that household. You see what I'm trying to say? That money can now go somewhere else.
Nah, not for nothing. Nah, hold up. Bro, we might be able to follow you this bitch. Hold up. Nah, because all jokes aside, because, wait, oh shit. Okay, you said, but I've been trying to say the whole fucking night. I just was a little bit, ebonics with it. But that's what I wanted to say. That right there. That all of that feels, no, that really was what I was trying to get to. That wasn't the big picture for me. That, what you said. I don't even want to say it over. Y'all heard him?
I'm about to say, what did he say?
Y'all heard him?
What are you talking about?
Y'all didn't hear? Okay, remember when he said about women, I'm still balancing all of it, y'all, I'm sorry. Remember when he said about women are taught that polygyny is to degrade them?
Yeah.
That's what I was trying, that was the big picture and all that little stuff I was saying. Because duh, like, I'm far from average. I don't think nobody make me feel special, so I don't think that's what it is. I may have said it the wrong way, but that's what I was getting to. Because, it just is what it is. What's understood don't have to be explained, so we all know why I even brought that up.
Right. And a lot of sisters turn away from polygamy because the Europeans, they have a smear campaign. What do you think was the first thing the pilgrims seen when they got in boats in Africa and in America? They seen polygamy. They seen women working together, and they seen men with multiple wives. How do you think the pyramids got built, man? How do you think the greatest African and Moorish kingdoms is named after California? Bolivia. She had an all-woman army. That's what Wonder Woman is written about. California is written after Califia. She was a Moorish empress. You understand? She had an all-woman army. So we gotta know and understand that our culture isn't that. Our culture is togetherness. Our culture is really, it takes a village to raise a child. I remember back in the East, when I went outside St. Martin Nostrum, I did something wrong, somebody might grab me and spank me. Mm-hmm. It's not happening today.
No.
That's not my kid. I don't give a fuck.
That's a fact.
But see, that's what I'm saying. If nobody gives a fuck about nobody, how can we break these generational curses?
That's a fact. Guys, we gotta stop right here.
And it's by design. They want you to not give a fuck. They want to rip the families apart. They don't want people to be together. Because if we're together, oh shit, we'll fuck their whole shit up. You know what I'm saying?
The game is over. We go back to running this damn up.
They playing the game on our backs. That's when we stand up. They ain't talking about your play the game. Ain't no point to play the game. Once we stand up,
I'm kind of glad you snatched the mic from me. I agree with that.
On that,
Closing.
and to that point, that never makes sense because my ex-wife, she has a film business. Whenever I need somebody, I call her because that money goes back to my family. You see how I go out to anyone else's community because my community doesn't have it.
polygamist.
You want to do the welcome address?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what you want to do?
right.
Go ahead, welcome your brother. Look at that. Ain't that a bitch? Hey, yo, I know a few bitches, so you know, 100 bitches. We can put 5 wives.
Bill.
Now I'm excited. Well, hold on, wait. We gotta I gotta interject it. Yo, this nah, I'm full. Word, like for real, my belly is tickled. This has been amazing. Oh God, shout out to Mr. BBS because I didn't know shit about this topic, right? And yeah, knowing him created this topic for real. I wouldn't have thought for a million trillion seconds about because I just have an issue. I've always had an issue with just sharing because nothing was never shared with my podcast. So I don't see me sharing shit. But hold up, because as an entrepreneur, no, for real, hold on. You hear it coming, right? Yeah, the nigga's about to come out. Because see, as an entrepreneur, I can kindly understand, all right, this bitch is doing that and that bitch is doing this. I don't know, I kind of want to get a nigga for a little while. That shit sounds suave to me. The fuck? So I really do understand, that I can really understand. I don't know why it's not brought out. You was talking and I was like living it. Like, damn, why it's not brought to it? Like, why it's not taught that way? Because like you were saying, they show us polygyny and polyamy very wrong. It's shown wrong. Like, why not be a side bitch? Like, I remember saying, damn, nigga, you couldn't just tell me the truth? You mean it? Bro, you telling me you can tell me you had a bitch or you wanted a bitch? Like, you really can tell me? So yeah, some of us really don't want to be lied to. It's just about the perception of what the truth is and why it's the truth. Because I've been through some real raw feelings, and y'all hung in there, thank you. Because I did get mad at all of y'all at one point. No, I just need you to know. You seen it. I got genuinely upset at one point, but that's what we're here for. Because I don't know, but I'm a healed woman. I ain't got time for this bullshit.
I think when you end it, you need to just reiterate what he said, that this is for the woman, not against her. You see what I'm saying? Like, right. Don't look at polygamy if you decide to even think about it like this man is getting a bunch of stuff.
That's what it's
everybody's getting stuff. This is the point. It's for everyone. It's not for him. You see what I'm saying? Most of the time, he's doing a lot of the work because he has to make sure that everybody's good no matter what.
You got men out here not taking care of one baby.
Right.
What kind of stand-up man is saying, you know what? Y'all two sisters, let's build something. And I'm gonna take care of all y'all. Come on, man.
I could understand
That's how
that.
you build communities, man.
No, for real, I could understand that. But all I'm saying is she gotta have babies.
That's another remedy.
I'm your homie.
Yes, that's another remedy. You want to stay sexy? She want to have babies.
Exactly.
You don't. We work together.
You
can even freeze your eggs.
Hold on, say that shit.
You can even freeze your eggs.
Let her carry it.
Y'all are working together. That's the point.
Well, I don't know. I think
you can still stay sexy.
Y'all,
freeze your eggs. Stay sexy.
Hold on, y'all can't welcome me in polygyny yet, but
I take a pamphlet. I
got a pamphlet. Like NA, I got a motherfucking beginner's meeting. This is my beginner's meeting, and I just bitch. You know what I'm talking about?
You can put your homegirl onto that latest bag that you think is dope, put it onto your latest
And you know, that's what I wanted to say too. I wanted to say this. You know what? I tell my female students all the time. The chick that's in a polygamous marriage, they'll go to them and say, I would never do that. How dare you? But then when she pull up in that Bentley,
I'm like, where you
and she got that brownstone, you might say, like, how'd you get that? Oh, yeah, me and my sisters, we got about 4 or 5 businesses. When I talk to them Africans on 125th Street, you know what the African woman said to me? She said, my sister wife got a store in Brooklyn. My other sister wife got a store in Lower East Side. So Africans come to this, Arabs come to this country practicing polygamy. And they send that money back to their countries. And that money circulates in their community. So we gotta know and understand what type of game we playing. We playing romance,
Oh, we playing chess.
No, I'm playing chess. So what happened was, right? You
You a goddess. You a goddess.
Right, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no flowers, nigga, but a brownstone is great. Go ahead and close this out. Come on, we gotta go. I wanted to play a trivia game show, but okay. He said the woman is the God. I had the camera on you so they heard you.
Powerful as peace, right? She's God.
First thing ever
She's
worship.
powerful as peace.
First thing ever worship. It wasn't, God was not a he in the beginning.
How you
It's
like
going
that?
back to that. It's going back to that. That's why I said the fez is the divine feminine. When you see the fez and you see Noble Drew Ali and you see pictures of Noble Drew Ali and you got the fez on and you see the tassel is the umbilical cord. The hole is the uterus. The piece is the nipples. Then you got 4 circles for north, east, south, and west of the earth. Because Mother Earth is the one who bears seeds, right? You put seeds in Mother Earth and what grows? The children. That's the future. So I don't want my children 5 years, generations away and to be like, yo, in the projects. What was that? What was Granddad doing? He was living in the best time.
Well,
He
look,
started
right?
a business, and we in a
Gonna close out and shift this because y'all already know this is a 2-day top. This is a 2-show topic. I don't know if you read the flyer real good, but it's the 8th and the 22nd.
Oh, okay.
So this is not the end of this topic. Nah, y'all definitely I've been enlightened. I have been enlightened. I have a few things to discuss with myself and you, because this is some funny shit. Right. And right. I want to hear. I can't wait to get those viewers of the show, boy. So shit's very slow.
You're gonna be going over there.
Look. But wait. No, we can talk after the show. But yeah, let them listen to the show, watch the show, because we recorded all over the place. But I just want to say this. Shout out to y'all. This is the shit. And you know, it really makes sense. So we just gonna make more sense on the 22nd. And then I'll know if I need more, you know, if I don't walk into the class. Because a bitch got a beginner. Look, I got the welcome pamphlet. I ain't, you know, I ain't got there yet. But shout out to Trivia Game Show. So give it up for yourselves, for real. Thank you for coming out. Shout out. Hold up. But you got a song. We're gonna close out with your song.
Oh, that's dope. The big homies.
Right. And shout out to Mr. BBS for even bringing you.
That's a fact.
And for representing Black excellence like a motherfucker on many different levels. Show them your gift.
I want to see.
Where you get that?
Yo, look. Let me show the people.
Where I get that?
I feel real special right now. So
That's
A piece of art donated to from the heart of a poet, morning show.
Make sure y'all come to
Black
a
History
sexy poetry and art event. They be drawing some shit. Fire.
Yeah.
And then I got my certificate. This is going on the wall. I get to the crib. So crap. Yeah, I really appreciate y'all for this.
Shout out to all the guests. Come say your names real quick. Y'all was in the building talking. I heard you.
I'm toast. I got doing them
Toast in the building.
knowledge.
All right. I know that's right. Knowledge in the building. Yo, y'all some
Peace to
serious
the gods.
motherfuckers. How you gonna smile and look serious? I don't want no smoke. That's all I'm talking about. I don't want no smoke. I believe all that shit they said, okay? And shout out to my bro sitting over here, my soul heavenly poetic brother sitting over here, real enlightened. Look, I want to hear how you say your name now.
I know, right? Because it's not even fair.
Say your name.
I've been here, the artist Anubis in the building. It feels real funky on another level right now. I'm not okay with that. Nah, I love it here. It's been great. It's been a great thing for having me. Thanks for like this enlightening conversation. And I gotta say one thing I love about conversations where people are trying to enlighten each other, not be combative. Because then you actually hear each other, and then that's
what I
really powerful.
respected about the whole shit between all three of y'all. And Johnny Fastlane in the building.
Peace, y'all. You know what it is. Johnny Fastlane. You know, I'm here, man. You know, we're doing our thing. And definitely, I learned some new stuff. And I see you crossed over.
I knew my nature, you know what I mean? Like my nature said, this is what you do. I
Talking about terms.
Yeah.
Everybody go get yourself a Black Law Dictionary, man, and start learning what these words mean.
That's a fact.
Say that again.
Black Law Dictionary. It tells you what the real meaning of these words mean. Because a lot of these things that we say to ourselves, we're actually
Calling ourselves black. Black is a color, not a race.
Wow.
That actually cuts you off from your inheritance.
That's a fact.
Cuts
They got
you
the
off
Black
from your
Laws,
life.
which means that that's why they shoot you in the streets and get away with it.
That's a
Wow.
fact.
Well, I'm gonna need y'all to go and get that dictionary, and make sure when you go get that dictionary, you let them know that you found out about that dictionary. Look, you was enlightened because you listened to and or watched from the Heart of a Poem Morning Show tonight. You hear what I'm talking about? Give it up for Mr. BBS. You got Handle This in the building. You got Dean God and my good old guest co-host Johnny Vaseline. And I want to say that to the very far left. Shout out to Dean God, his also independent recording artist. And we're gonna give it up for his song titled Big Homie. Let them know where they can find the song.
Song not out yet. It's coming.
Oh,
So you getting exclusive.
y'all getting a midnight show at that, cause it's 12:02. Shout out to Big Homie.
Facts.
Talking about rolling up, so we just smoke it all.
Small ways so bad honey. Boom, so looking mad funny. Simply missing. Crash through that watch mouth. That's funny. Little niggas will shoot for me. Most of them don't even know me. Big homies, big homie. Team of baddies. Bridging flights in the sky. New York. Sauce, even raw. Shoot. 9, 2, 9. Gummy. It's that BK climb on the woman. Big homies, big homie. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Little niggas don't know me. Fresh out, big boot. Daddy dancing on me. Acting like she know me like ain't you the big homie? Big homies, big homie. That's why these little niggas don't know me. Just did 10 for that's why these little niggas don't know me. The ops know me. Mozzie and the Mozzie. This is the tree, she know me. Big homies, big homie. He ain't the same though. Only my house is rich. The Mickey G check this shit. R&B. If the strip bending it, that's not gangster. I don't sanction it. I call shots from skyscrapers. It came from the top. Y'all know because the house be the biz on the post. I ain't playing. I ain't saying trying to get me pop smoke. I can start war on the streets or behind the wall. On the tunnel walls. Put a million. Fuck you talking about? Big homies, big homie. Little niggas don't know. Daddy dancing on me, acting like she know me, like ain't you the big? That's why these little niggas don't know me. That's why these little niggas don't know me. She know me. Big homies, big homie.
But guess what? Yeah, but this is the screen saver. So I can't take it off. Because you know most people take it off and say they screen time and they go back home. So I'm smart. I just want you to see. Look. Unbothered, Big Homie. Shout out to Dean God and Big Homie. I'm gonna need you guys to follow him at official Dean God. And we will be back here live and direct in the radio station there. You hear me? We back here on the 22nd, guys. We are every other Tuesday night. The 22nd, we are back. I'm going to need you guys to tune in. We are going to continue this amazing topic and enlightenment. All right? So, guys, make sure you come out to our next erotic poetry and art event, which is going to be on Thursday, February 17th. All right? Thursday, February 17th at 9 p.m. 830 Rogers Avenue. $10 at the door, or their Cash App at Queen, capital Q, capital A, M, 3 S, all right? If you didn't get that, just go to Act from the Heart of a Poet, and all the information is there, okay? Important message. It is required that everyone bring a negative COVID test result, whether you are a believer in COVID or not. We have to respect the venue, okay? So, it's required that you bring a negative COVID test result, and we will see you next week. Y'all guys have a good night. Peace.
Yo, everybody want to take a picture real quick?
Yeah.
Keep quick. Go back. Then we turn around. Katrina.
Just waiting for the queen.
It's only right that I stand. I was
You
gonna
can
say
come in the front.
Sit on the table.
Nah, come over there, because the microphone.
I was
You got
gonna
what's it called? You got
Okay.
the flash?
I don't know, man. It's got plenty of light. Plenty of light.
You showed him the light?
I swear.
We're banging that shit. That like right back there.
Man, look, check it out.
You guys are amazing.
Told you,
Amazing.
this shit is perfect.
You guys really gave me a great content up in here, man.
Top